Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's happening in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. And we're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh, and happy May, everyone. And I'm so excited about the weather and all of the programs that we have for adults. I'm just going to jump right in.
Go for it.
So first up, we have Pittsburgh to the Moon on Thursday, May 4th at 6:30 p.m. This is presented by the Moonshot Museum. So Mike Hennessy, the manager of learning and programs at the new Moonshot Museum, will be here to discuss Pittsburgh's contribution to the future of space exploration. So you'll meet the fleet of robotic landers and rovers under construction on the Pittsburgh's north side that will return America to the lunar surface. So I just heard that we're going to have 2 manned flights to the moon.
So cool.
50 years after we landed.
Yeah.
Or 53 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. And I'm pretty sure I was talking to Rob about this program, and I know he wanted me to advertise it kind of on our side too, because
It's in all ages.
it can be a family event for sure. I think a lot of kids would be interested in something like this
Very
as well.
much. So you'll get to use astronomy visualization software to explore lunar craters, mountains, and lunar seas, and explore the predictive power of science fiction in shaping visions for future lunar settlements.
I feel like I know the answer to this, but if you had the chance, would you go
No.
up to the moon? I thought for sure you would say
I
yes.
would
You're
not.
so much more adventurous
I know,
than
but
I
not the
am.
moon. No.
Why?
Darkness.
Like why? You said like not the moon. You would go to
Darkness. Oh, no, not outer space.
like. Okay, I was like, would you go to Mars?
No, no, not outer space at all. I
Okay.
want to stay on terra firma.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
I'll go
I do
anywhere.
too.
I'll go anywhere on the Earth.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not
Well,
Antarctica.
you love to travel.
Yeah, I don't do
So
that
that would
much.
be a tough one.
I used to go so much more. This house renovation is. I have no money.
It costs you money. Yeah.
So the newly opened Moonshot Museum is the only museum in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to focus exclusively on space exploration. It offers unprecedented opportunity to get up close to the workings of the 21st century space industry. I think this will be
I think
interesting
it's so
for
exciting.
young people too, who might develop an interest and desire.
And want to pursue a career.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's going to
Yeah.
be a great program.
We're lucky. We're lucky to have it.
Definitely.
Then we have Immaculate, How the Steelers Saved Pittsburgh, on Saturday, May 13th at 11 a.m. So you join co-author Tom Olenek as he talks about his book, Immaculate, How the Steelers Saved Pittsburgh. So the Immaculate Reception is arguably the greatest play in NFL history made by our very own
I get chills just even when I think about
Franco
it. I
Harris. So he'll explore how the play became a catalyst for 4 Super Bowl victories, the Steelers' massive growth, and the resurgence of the city of Pittsburgh. So it was
I
right.
saw this on our calendar last night. I was like, oh, I want to come to this.
And then my favorite, and I hope everybody comes to this, A Night Full of Ghosts. On Tuesday, May 21st at 6:30 p.m., Bo Conrad, the lead investigator of Ghost Quest, will be hosting a night full of ghostly encounters. In December of 2022, Bo set out to film a documentary, and what he did not know was that he was going to document some of the craziest paranormal evidence in history. The documentary, which is now finished, is called Leviathan. It airs as one of the scariest paranormal documentaries to date. So, in addition to being really cool and paranormal, it also features the library.
Features us.
And
Yay.
yeah, so come enjoy a night to hear the entire story from where it started to where he is now, and experience Leviathan like never before in the town where it all happened.
Very cool.
Just
And Bo is, he's pretty young, right? Is he in college?
He's in college. Yeah, he's in college. He just finished, I think, his freshman year because he was on the Bethel Park baseball team last year when they won the championship.
That's so. And I remember him from when he was wee little and used to come visit the library. So,
just a note,
Great-
this
great job.
documentary film is rated R. There's some swearing in it. So if you're not comfortable with that, I understand. We have Family Talk, Listening Without Judgment, on Wednesday, May 24th at 6:30 p.m. This is presented by Outreach Teen and Family Services, and they've been providing counseling services and programs to support the mental health needs of youth in the South Hills for over 40 years. Their focus is one of empowerment, prevention, education, and early intervention. They do have sessions here in the municipal building, in the conference room, in the hallway. And you can get information through the school district.
Absolutely. And they will be in the library this summer because we
that's
set
right.
some things up for our
Wonderful.
tweens and teens this summer.
So this is a 1-hour presentation where families will learn how to listen without judgment to improve connection and understanding with their children, which I'm sure has to be really, really difficult when you know your kids are
It's a challenge.
they're going down the wrong path or they're making a bad choice. It has to be really hard to not just be like, what are you
To
doing?
not judge and
Yeah.
You know, even as young adults, my kids are grown, but that's still hard. You still want to be able to talk to them and not be judgmental, but still
Offer advice
still
and
guide
life
them,
experience.
right? And
Right.
it's such a tricky thing. So
Yes. And then here's another interesting one, cryptocurrency fundamentals. This will be Tuesday, May 30th at 6:30 p.m. This is presented by a friend of mine. His name's Andrew Chizevsky. He worked with the FBI for many years, and he left. His job was taxing, very taxing on him. So after 15 years, he left, and he's doing some consulting, but he knows cryptocurrency. And whenever I run into him, I always say, please tell me about it. I don't understand it. So this session will consist of a general overview of the fundamental technologies used in cryptocurrency. These concepts will be conveyed through presenting basic definitions and contrasting cryptocurrencies with traditional banking frameworks. It will not focus on crypto investing because a lot of people, I don't
really
understand
important to
it.
note.
Yeah, I had a big bag of change, and I took it to the Coinstar machine. They're like, "Do you want Bitcoin?" I'm like, "No, I want cash." So I don't understand it, but after this, I will have a better understanding.
There you go.
So also, May, time for us in our area to start planting our gardens.
It's time.
So I curated a list of gardening books for you, so check this out. It's spring and time to start your garden. Whether you've been gardening for a short while or have been doing it for years, there are always new techniques, plants, and insights to learn. You can spend hours poring over everything from how-to guides to exquisite landscape photography. Given the abundance of resources, it can be difficult to know where to start when learning about gardening. We have researched the best gardening books, evaluating them on their depth of information, topics covered, and intended audience. Here are our picks. Vertical Gardening. Grow Up, Not Out for More Vegetables and Flowers in Much Less Space, written by Derek Fell. If you're short on gardening space or just don't want to maintain a large plot of land, Vertical Gardening is a must-read. This gardening book will teach you how to save space without sacrificing plant happiness by employing vertical growing strategies with string supports, trellises, pergolas, skyscraper gardens, and more. This guide makes vertical gardening simple enough for inexperienced gardeners to understand. Homemade and commercial supports are used in the various growing methods, and there are many suggestions for streamlining the process, increasing productivity, and simplifying harvesting. All New Square Foot Gardening, 3rd edition, by Mel Bartholomew. The best-selling gardening guide can help you make the most of your small space by walking you through the process of constructing raised beds with trellises and arches, preparing your soil, and eliminating pests with organic means. It also includes 42 veggie-specific planting, growing, and harvesting guides, so you can be sure that you're giving each of your plants the TLC it needs. The Flower Gardener's Bible, a complete guide to colorful blooms all season long, by Lewis and Nancy Hill. Whether you want to grow a pot full of cheerful geraniums on your front stoop or create a lush floral backyard landscape, this book is a great resource in creating stunning gardens that bloom at all different times of the year. It is jam-packed with actionable advice from experts on a wide range of topics, such as how to choose the best plants for your climate, how to design your garden, how to improve soil quality, and how to protect your garden from pests. It also includes an illustrated guide to more than 400 flowering plants with tips on how to help them thrive in your garden. All levels of gardeners will find useful information in this book, which is also packed with gorgeous photos and illustrations. Raised Bed Gardening for Beginners, Everything You Need to Know to Start and Sustain a Thriving Garden, written by Tammy Wiley. If you want to grow your own food but aren't sure how, this book can help you get off to a great start. It is perfect for novices with clear instructions for constructing and maintaining a raised bed garden in a small yard. It keeps things simple so that new gardeners will not be overwhelmed. There are 30 different types of easy-to-grow vegetables and herbs profiled in this book, along with harvesting and care instructions. This book is easy to understand, visually appealing, and has just the right amount of information for a beginning gardener. And finally, The Complete Gardener, a practical, imaginative guide to every aspect of gardening. This new edition by beloved British gardener and TV personality Monty Don includes practical guidance for laying out your garden and growing flowers and vegetables, and also features stunning photography and entertaining anecdotes from his own beautiful Longmeadow garden. This most recent edition places a greater emphasis on sustainable practices and methods of attracting wildlife to your garden. More than half of the photos in this edition are brand new as well, including some recent ones he took in his own garden. Unlike many gardening books, which are used more as reference materials than as an enjoyable read, this one is both useful and beautiful enough to be read from cover to cover. So come on in the library and check out one today. So in the last few years, I have really started to enjoy vegetable gardening.
I know you have, and you've had some great
I've
success.
had some really great success.
What was your best crop last year? Zucchini?
Zucchini.
Yeah.
And my peppers, like a lot of times bell peppers don't do that well around here. But last year, with the help of Pinterest and some YouTube videos and my wonderful handy husband, I made raised beds.
You made them.
Yes, we made them.
Nice.
Like, I drew out what I wanted, and, we figured out how much material. I mean, it probably cost $1,000.
Yeah.
But it saved my back with all the materials, and then we had to fill it. We had to fill
Sure.
it with, like, we use like fill dirt and then topsoil and then mushroom manure and then pit moss that I got from Evie's, which
Okay.
really helped keep the weeds down. But to look at the before, like in spring, late May, early June, and then the bountiful
Yeah.
crops that I had.
It's very gratifying, you
It
know?
is. It is. And I
Like,
grew.
to know that you did that.
I know
you
I did. Well, and I make salsa. And
Love homemade salsa.
all right, mine is the bomb. This year I have to do quart jars because I was doing the smaller jars.
Yeah.
And we would be like, that's it?
Yeah.
I'd be like, I got to go get another jar.
So you grow the tomatoes then?
I grow the
Do you
tomatoes.
grow
I grow the onions.
onions?
The only thing I don't grow, I grow the peppers. The only thing is the cilantro.
I was going to ask you because we planted cilantro the last 2 years in a row and have not had success.
Yeah.
Our parsley, all over the place.
Our parsley was, my
but
parsley
not
was
the
everywhere.
cilantro.
The cilantro, so I just go to I go to Trax and I buy the cilantro.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything else I grow and
That's
it's delicious,
awesome.
and I make relish. I did make pickles, but I like the relish better, so I'll make more relish this year
Yeah.
and salsa. And I make
It's fun.
I make spaghetti sauce too for my tomatoes.
Awesome.
And then we eat zucchini like
And you
every
have to
day.
make Jimmy's famous zucchini brownies, or bring some in so that Jimmy can make his famous zucchini
That's
brownies.
what I did
They're
last
so
year.
good.
Yeah.
And you
yeah.
cannot taste the zucchini in them at all.
No, you can't. Ask Rob.
I mean, I wouldn't
because
mind, but
Rob
if you
hates a
wanted to like
vegetable.
sneak a vegetable in there for the
Yeah.
kids, you wouldn't know that this zucchini was in the brownies.
I make zucchini. They call them fritters. To me, they're like potato pancakes, but
Yeah.
they're made with zucchini. Very,
Yeah.
very good. Zucchini boats. I love it all. And I grow catnip. And so my cats, especially my boy cat Sebastian, will sit on the edge of the garden while I'm out there every night, and then he eats a couple leaves. But I dry it, and then I grind it, and we have it all
That's
winter
cool.
for them. So I'm very much looking forward to planting in a couple weeks.
Yeah, almost time.
Yeah.
And speaking of gardens, Miss Nancy is going to host a garden day here at the library on May 20th for families. Kids of all ages can come help beautify that little garden that we planted, or that we kind of made last year. Really didn't plant anything yet.
But we had garden.
Our
Isn't it
reader's
called
garden,
our
right.
reader's
And
garden?
it was a wonderful project done by our Eagle Scout last year. Ethan did a marvelous job, and it looks beautiful, but now we want to actually plant some flowers in front of that window. So May 20th is going to be a planting fun day for all. Stop by. It's going to be from 1 to 3 o'clock. And if by chance, we've been so spoiled and have had gorgeous weather. If by chance it rains, she has scheduled the rain date for May 27th. So be sure to check that out.
Okay.
Yeah. We are kind of winding down with programs in May because we're gearing up for the summer, which is our busiest time of the year. And we kind of just got done with the art gala. So I kind of thought we'd start just by talking a little bit about that and showing a brief highlight. We had so many artists, I forget how many. I think we had 120 pieces total. Now that doesn't mean 120 artists, because some do submit 2 or 3 pieces. But just beautiful work, artwork from all ages. And we had a really good time. And I know patrons, even if they didn't know even if they didn't have a child or a grandchild who had something on display, we just had patrons coming in just saying how beautiful it was and how much they admired.
Jimmy and I were going through in the mornings, like, to see what was added.
Yeah.
I really like this format, that it's up all month.
Right.
And that it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Your
I
department
don't know that we should even, a gala, I think of like a one-time event. This is more like an art gallery.
I really like this. I think
we turn our whole department into
more
an
people
art
get
gallery.
to see it.
Yes.
Too. So I'm not saying we shouldn't have like a culminating event, maybe.
Yeah.
But
I do like leaving it up
I
longer.
love it. I
well.
love going over there in the morning and looking and seeing
Yeah.
all of the. I haven't done comment cards. I didn't do comment cards, so I'll have to.
Oh, the compliment cards are my favorite part of the event. But yes, so thanks to Dave and our BPTV crew, we have a little highlight reel to show you from the 2023 Art Gala. Our 2023 Art Gala features 62 artists, and we happily accepted over 120 pieces of fabulous artwork. You're going to get a chance to see some of these fabulous pieces right now, and I encourage you to look for our program special where I interview some of these contributing artists about their pieces and what inspired them to participate in the gala. So yeah, just a great event, and we are looking forward to doing it again next year, of course. So even though programs are slowing down, we do have a few things that I thought I would highlight. On Cinco de Mayo, it's Friday, May 5th, we're going to have a preschool story time to teach young ones a little bit more about this holiday, this national Mexican holiday that we even celebrate here in the United States, right?
Yeah. Well, we celebrate everything. St.
we do.
Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo,
right? So come celebrate with us in style. We will have stories and songs, and there will be some dancing, of course. And we're going to, talking about salsa, we're going to have some refreshments too. So if you have a preschooler between the ages of 3 and 6 years old, please feel free to sign them up for Cinco de Mayo Fiesta on Friday, May 5th at 11 a.m. And then for our family programs, we have family yoga on Saturday, May 20th. So this is the same day as the
it's the
garden day, but it won't conflict. Miss Megan's going to do family yoga at 10 a.m. in the morning. Just need to bring a mat or a beach towel. Works just fine for you and your children and whoever else is going to join you. And she'll guide you through.
So you can get all zen. at yoga.
Right? It'd
And
be like
then-
a great
and then
day.
go out and help
Yes.
Miss Nancy plant in
Yes.
our beautiful reader's garden.
For sure. Spend the entire day with us. Miss Sarah is hosting her ever popular stuffed animal sleepover on Friday, May 12th at 6 p.m. You'll drop your stuffed animal off. They'll stay overnight. You'll pick them up in the morning and you'll see all the fun adventures that they had at the library. What do you think they do when you're asleep?
Maybe
You never
I'll
know.
Maybe I'll bring my Benjamin Bunny. He hasn't
Just
been out
never
for a
know.
while.
There you go. We'd love to have Benjamin
Yeah.
Bunny at the library. Absolutely. And I think that's about everything because like I said, we're taking it slow because we're gearing up for summer. I do want to mention our baby bags again. I think I highlighted these on a previous show, but we were fortunate enough to have some grant money given to us that we were able to assemble what we're calling baby bags. So if you are a new mom or an expectant mom, I highly encourage you to stop in and get one. You'll get a nice library tote bag. And inside, you'll get 5 things that represent those 5 key early learning practices that we, I don't want to say push, but that we promote to all new parents. And they are sing, talk, read, write, and play. Those 5 practices you not only want to do while you're here visiting the library, but all day long while you're at home. And it's easy to do. I think a lot of people don't realize how simple. You probably do it without
do
even
it, right.
realizing it.
Yes.
But the more you do it, the better off your child is, and the more ready he or she will be to start school. So there's a beautiful board book inside that represents read. There's a set of chunky, chubby crayon. They're in the shape of an egg. I'll actually take one out. I think these are pretty cool. Right, so a little one who doesn't yet have
Yeah,
that
they
grip
can palm
just
it.
palm
Yes,
it.
yeah.
But those early scribbling motions are what lead to the writing skills. So you'll get some chunky crayon eggs. Scarf represents play. I mean, you can sing, you can dance and do so much with this scarf, but we have it in there to represent play because you can play peekaboo with your child. Talk, we have a set of flashcards just for you to kind of point out shapes and pictures and name them and talk with your
And
child.
I like that they're black and white. That is very important
Right.
for young children.
Yep. And then last but not least, we have a little shaky egg to represent music or to represent sing. As you know, rhymes and finger plays and music are just a fun way to introduce infants to new sounds and to new words. And so finger plays and nursery rhymes, especially the ones that are repeated and that the infants come to enjoy, will actually help them learn to talk. That's what, begins it all. So playing patty cake, singing songs, whatever it may be.
I have in my photo album just a piece of paper, blank paper, and that Larry, my nephew, who is now 35, he was 11 months old, and he had those big fat palm crayons. And,
Yeah.
And I kept
I didn't know they had those
Yeah,
that long
I know.
ago.
Yeah,
Like,
they were a little different, but they were like that they could just hold them in their palm.
I think it's
'Cause
wonderful, yeah.
Kids, little ones could do this.
Yeah.
And I still have it. And then later on, Eric, I don't want to leave my other baby out. He was 33. He made me a tank out of a cereal box, like turned inside out, and those little brass fasteners.
I bet you
And
still have
I
it.
still have it. It's on my
Of
shelf.
course you do.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
my babies.
Yeah. So in addition to, as well as those 5 things that are found in the bag, we also give you a little song and tip sheet. And of course, our most recent library flyer, because if you are a new mom or an expectant mom, we certainly want you coming in and trying out our story times. They run all year round on 8-week cycles, then we take a month off, but we have them for infants, toddlers, and preschoolers.
Every day of the week, there's something going on.
Tuesday through Friday, yep.
Yeah.
We're always hopping. So, and we're just, like you said, so happy that spring is here, and we're just kind of
yes.
enjoying the month of May, and we are really excited for Summer Learning 2023, which is right around the corner. This year's Summer Learning theme is All Together Now. So a celebration of unity and friendship and kindness.
Yeah.
So we're excited for that, and we're going to leave you today with a little commercial for that program.
And just one quick announcement, just a reminder, the library will be closed on Sunday, May 28th and Monday, May 29th for the Memorial Day holiday, and then we will be closed on Sundays throughout the summer.
Right.
So
Yeah. And as always, if you have any questions on any of the things that we talked about on today's show, you know what to do. Go ahead and give us a call.
Visit our website.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. See you next time, everyone.
Hi friends, Missy Lane here. And I don't know about you, but I'm so excited for summertime. There's a lot to look forward to in the summer, but one of the best things is summer learning at the library. And this year's summer learning theme is all together now. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. Hey, look, everybody. More library friends have joined me. And I think you know these guys too. Miss Nancy, Miss Heather, Miss Dawn, Miss Sarah, Miss Christine, and Miss Megan. And I know they're just as excited about summer as I am, but I'm going to let them tell you why.
I'm really excited about our list of activities. Some of them kids can do all by themselves. Others they should do with their families. Here's a good one. Chalk your block. Draw happy pictures around your block to make everyone happy. And then here's another one, a really great one. Pack a picnic lunch and visit a new park or an old favorite. Miss Megan, what are you looking forward to the most this summer?
I think the prizes this year are all really fun. They aren't necessarily things you can hold in your hands, but things you will remember. And memories are some of the best gifts of all. One of the prizes we are awarding this summer is Lunch with a Librarian, where the winner will get to pick both the librarian and the restaurant. Another awesome prize is a private art class for you and your friends. What's your favorite thing about this upcoming summer, Miss Dawn?
I can't wait for the kickoff event. If families come to the library on Saturday, June 3rd between 11 and 2, they can not only register for summer learning, but they can help with a collaborative art project that will be on display all summer long. Families can decorate cookies to enjoy in the courtyard. Outside there will be a life-size Jenga and Connect 4 games. These games will also be available for checkout. What are you looking forward to most this summer, Miss Sarah?
I am excited for our kickoff party, but I am also excited about the classes we are offering this summer. Who better to help our preschool friends learn to work together than Chase, Marshall, and Sky? Join our Paw Patrol program in June. You can learn about other cultures through several of our cooking classes and try new foods. We also have classes to help us understand how some friends learn and communicate differently. Of course, we will have some of our old favorites like Little Yogis and Family STEM Day too. Check out our website for a list of programs for all ages, birth through high school. What are you looking forward to, Miss Nancy?
Well, everyone knows I love a good scavenger hunt, so I'm really excited about the golden tickets. 10 golden tickets will be randomly placed in books and other library items this summer. If you find a ticket in an item you've checked out, you'll be rewarded with a special surprise. The tickets could be in picture books, chapter books, graphic novels, DVDs, even games. The more you check out, the better your chances. Good luck. What are you most looking forward to, Christine?
Summer is by far our busiest season here at the library, and I just so love seeing all the people come in and get excited over the activities and all the materials that they can check out. Everyone knows that I love to read, so making a good recommendation to one of our friends always makes my day. One of my favorite children's books of all times is The Stinky Cheese Man, and I still love recommending this one today. I also love Bunnicula the Vampire Bunny and wonder how many other people have enjoyed it as much as me.
I'm telling you, friends, there's a lot to get excited about. We hope to see you on Saturday, June 3rd. Don't forget to check out our flyers and our website for more details. You guys want to sing our song one more time? Sure. Yeah. Let's do it. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold.
I'm so glad we're all friends.
Me too. Hey, do you guys want to go play hide and go seek?
I do.
Yes, we have to find Miss Christine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we do. Let's go.